You are tuned to the hottest indie music source in the entire world. This is Indie Originals Live, IOL. With your host, legendary DJ and performance artist, Chuck Fresh. You too can hear your own original music here on IOL. Visit our website for details, indieoriginals.com, or swing by our Facebook page at Indie Originals.
That was Evergreen by AKW. Wait a minute. This is Indie Originals Live. My name is Chuck Fresh. Who the heck are you?
I am Caitlin.
Where's Felicia?
Felicia had a sick day. I had to cover for her.
Potty break?
She had a potty break.
She'll be back a little bit later in the show, won't she?
A little bit later, yeah.
Yeah, much later. I don't know. So who are you, Caitlin? Where are you from? Are you a professional radio host?
No, I'm a professional college student.
Ooh, where do you go?
The University of Central Florida.
Ooh, how many students are there now? Like 400 million?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, 160, 200,000, something like that?
66,000 right now.
Holy smokes. And what are you studying?
Biomedical sciences.
Wow, that sounds important. That's not like basket weaving, right? What are you going to do when you grow up? It's a little bit more
intense than basket weaving.
What are you going to do when you grow up?
I want to go into the dentistry field. I feel like that's a good way to go.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to be a dentist?
Mm-hmm.
You really want to get inside people's mouths and all that yucky and plaque and gingivitis and...
Oh, yeah, we got to clean it up.
Oh, that's nasty.
You got to make the world smile.
Doesn't that make you puke like bad? What if a big nasty person comes in with really bad teeth and really bad periodontitis? Can you say that?
Gingivitis?
Yeah, one of those?
Yeah.
And they're really bad breath. What do you do?
You kind of just like hold the puke back until they leave.
Oh, nasty. Well, you wear a mask, right?
Yeah, you wear a mask anywhere. I have glasses, so we're good on that part.
You go in like a swimsuit, like a dive suit?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like an astronaut thing?
Yeah, like a biohazard suit.
You walk on like, all right, Mr. Jones. Don't worry about this. We got this under control. Oh, Jesus. Smell it. Something like that?
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Indie Originals Live.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's good to be here. So, AKW, what did you think of that last song?
Man, I love that song. The first time I heard it, I was like, this is going to be the one.
Actually, Caitlin picked the first song for this show.
I did.
And it's really a special place in the show because you hear a song as soon as you come in the IOL, which kind of represents the show. So
yeah, that's kind of what I stated there.
Good job. I picked something else, but I got outvoted.
Outvoted by me and Felicia.
That's right. Felicia outvoted me. Anyway, AKW, tell you a little bit about them. They're an indie band from L.A., Los Angeles. And
yeah.
Alex, I think it's Wisner or Weisner.
Weisner?
I don't know. Forgive me if I mess that up.
She's a Wisner.
Yeah, she's a wiseacre. At 15 years old, she started out in a band called The Tints with her on keys and vocals. They released 2 original EPs and headlined several shows. They shared the stage with some big names, Caitlin. The Zombies, Yoko Ono. Do you know who Yoko Ono is?
Are they from Japan?
Yes. Autolux, PJ Harvey in England. And when never mind. When that band reached its end, Alex went on to score films. In the span of 2 years, she worked on over 30 different film projects and gained a whole new level of creative experience that rehabilitated the urge to start a band.
Yeah, that doesn't stop there with Alex. She recreated herself into a group that is now known as AKW, is what we just heard. They've released an album, 3 EPs, and on top of shooting 3 music videos, their single Evergreen from their Last Lines EP has been added to one of Ford's car campaigns. That's crazy.
Holy smokes, man.
Yeah. Also, it's on Swarovski's campaign, American Idol, and NBC's The Night Watch.
What?
That's crazy.
Wow.
All right, AKW is a must-listen for all indie music lovers. They can do upbeat, catchy like Evergreen, or they can bring it down, emotional and raw like Hello. AKW knows how to tug the heartstrings of listeners and leave them wanting more. That was Evergreen by AKW on IOL.
Man, you're a natural at this, Caitlin. Listen, welcome back to Indie Originals Live. It's good to have you here, Caitlin, and whenever Felicia's done with her potty break. This is our 8th show, IOL 8. Can you believe that?
Ah, it's crazy.
So I checked the iTunes chart just a few minutes ago, and guess where this show is, Caitlin?
Where is it at?
Number freaking 1 on the iTunes
crazy.
music charts. Is that crazy?
That's insane.
So I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, all our loyal listeners and subscribers for keeping us at the top of the charts. We can't do what we do without you.
Can't do it.
So keep this fire alive, yo. You know what I mean? Keep sharing, subscribing, downloading, rating us highly, commenting so we keep this thing going forever, right?
Let's go, gang. Let's go.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's kick into some more music. I want to tell everybody about our Arbonne thing. We have this big, crazy Arbonne thing going on.
All right.
You've heard about that, right? As you came,
a little bit, yeah.
You came to the house and found out we don't have anything to eat.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty much not eating anything.
No.
So that's not true.
See, the mom used to make some bomb meals. Now we got some vegan crap on there.
I don't know what's going on over there.
Can I say crap?
You can say whatever you want. This is a podcast.
Cool.
I mean, we're not limited by broadcast
That's
anymore.
crazy.
Yeah. Digital airways. See what I mean? It's the new thing.
Alrighty.
Anyway, let's jump into some more music. Indie power pop artist Lannie-Flowers from Fort Worth, Texas, captured national attention when his video, Another Weekend, became the #1 video on MTV.com, right?
Alrighty, yeah.
Unbelievable feat for an independent artist. He's American, yet still a little Beatles-esque.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
Didn't you hear the Beatles in it? And it's really hard for an American to do that because he's authentic. It feels authentic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
We have another guy who's been on this show called Jimmy Haber, who's very Beatles-esque. And
love him.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of similarities in these two. Maybe they should do a duet. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, we should hook it up.
That would be pretty cool. So anyway, this Lannie, I'm going to go with Lannie-Flowers.
Yeah, that's good.
Lannie, I know you're listening. I'm sorry if I messed it up. And call me right here and call me an idiot. But, a lot of people do. You wouldn't be the first. He's got earworm arrangements, melodies, and harmonies. And in his early years, Lannie was wooed by music record labels like Columbia and Polygram, right? His music's been described as sunny tunes with universal lyrics, George Harrison-styled solos, and more hooks than a bait and tackle shop. You get that, Caitlin? It's music lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, you don't have to. With his sights set on carrying success in the European markets over to the U.S., Flowers plans to release the eventual final album in his trilogy. He's got a deep, dark trilogy. You dig that, right?
Yeah, good
like
for
Lord
Halloween.
of the Rings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's even cooler than that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's Lonnie Flowers, Alan Davis, John Stevens, Neil Schnell, and Brandon Bumpus. I dig that name, Bumpus. Yo, man, my name Bumpus. What you mean, man? This is the 7th single in the March to Home series. It's called Don't Make Me Wait. This is Lonnie Flowers on IOL. Woo!
Woo!
I woke up this morning again in the nick of time. Had you on my mind. I'm running behind before I even begin. I said some things last night that I shouldn't have, and I might regret. But I don't care, I wanna see you again. So tonight, don't make me wait too long. Yeah, tonight, don't make me wait, don't make me wait too long. I couldn't stop thinking of you through the red lights, down the turnpike. Traffic's a mess just like the rest of my life. Gonna be late, but I don't care, that job just a waste of time, and it's killing mine. Just wanna hear you say it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. So tonight, don't make me wait too long. Yeah, tonight, don't make me wait, don't make me wait so long. Everything inside your head, the things that you could have said, even though the words you say might just fade away, 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 away. But tonight, I'll wake up tomorrow again in the nick of time. You'll be on my mind. Maybe someday, some way I might get this all right. Tonight, don't make me wait too long. Yeah, tonight, don't make me wait, don't make me wait too long. Don't make me wait too long. Don't make me wait tonight.
This is IOL.
Indie Originals Live. Chuck Fresh along with, what is your name again? Who are you? I'm terrible with names. What's your name?
Felicia's telling me not to say anything.
Oh, go ahead and say it.
It's Caitlin.
Is that Felicia over there in the corner?
Yep.
Is she still
She's
having
eyeing
a potty
us.
break?
I think,
You can see right through that door, can't we?
yeah, we can, right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kicking back into some music, Indie Originals Live. Chuck Fresh along with Caitlin. And thanks for sitting in today.
Yeah, thank you
We're
for
really
having
honored
me.
to have an authentic college student in here.
Oh,
we don't
yeah.
really get college students in here, right?
No, not
Didn't
really.
you used to be a musician yourself?
I did
Or
back
still
in high
am?
school. Kind of.
What'd you play?
I started playing the flute when I was in middle school and switched over to saxophone.
Oh,
So
saxophone.
it's nice classy music, jazz. We had it all.
Did you do like a high school band?
Yep, I did marching band all 4 years, and I was the drum major.
What? What's a drum major?
It's
The boss with the sauce?
It's pretty, yeah, the boss with the sauce.
You like conduct and stuff?
Yep, conducted in front of a 300-member band.
What? 300 members? How many people in that school?
I don't even know
Billions?
at this point. Over like 5,000, probably.
I heard in your school, which is, can we say the name of the school? Yeah, go ahead. What's the name of your school? Your high school?
High school? Yeah, let's do it. Vieira.
Vieira High School in lovely Melbourne, Florida. How many? It was like 10% of the student population was in the band.
Yeah, just about.
I've never heard anything like that. It's such an amazing thing to have that many people, that much of your student body in the band.
It was like a 500-member family.
It's awesome.
It was
It's
great.
really
I
awesome.
loved it.
And so many parents were involved in it, too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's hot. I don't know what Felicia's mouthing over. What are you saying over
Felicia's over here, like, on the toilet trying to mouth
there? I don't know what
something
you're
to
doing
us.
over there.
I'm not
She's
quite
saying-
sure.
We'll bring her back in
Yeah,
when she's done.
she'll come back in later.
Is it the Arbonne thing?
Oh, I was just about to
Is
say.
that what
It's
it's doing? Is this your cleaning week, right?
It's the cleanse.
It's the cleanse?
Oh, the cleanse will get you real hard.
Yeah, that'll do it.
That'll get it.
Let's kick back into some music, shall we,
Yes,
Kaylin?
let's do it.
You're running this thing.
Alrighty.
Anytime you have a college student, you got to let them do it because the millennials will rule the world soon. Right?
Yeah, that's
Are you a
true.
millennial technically?
No.
What year were you born?
99.
So you got to be born after 2000?
Oh.
What? No, that's not true, is it?
Looks like I just made the cut.
I'll have to look that up.
You know,
Well, how can millennials be running the world if they're barely 18?
if they're like 17,
Yeah,
I don't really know.
I'm really confused now.
They're all over that social media.
Wish we had a call in. We could have somebody actually call us in who actually knows what they're talking about
Yeah.
everything. Because I really don't know much of anything.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know much. Wait, what is it? Felicia's showing us some. Millennials were born, 1980. That's our dog. We have a dog, and we're actually on location today. It's a long story. Millennials were born 1980, and the oldest millennial is now 38 years old, Caitlin.
Oh, I'm
So
definitely
you
not
are
38.
a millennial, right?
Yeah, I definitely am.
Yeah. What am I? I am a
Baby boomer?
Generation X.
Oh. Oh,
Because I'm
66.
32.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Is that word? Is that fuzzy now?
yeah.
No, wait,
yeah.
I'm a millennial.
No.
Holy. Never mind. Margo-valiente. Valiente. I have all these
I kind of
interesting
want to
names
say it's
today.
Valiente.
I'm going to say Valiente, too.
Yeah.
Margo-valiente. We apologize to all the artists here. She combines country and blues into a sound that is her own Americana. It's awesome. Raised in Wyoming. Is that a state, Caitlin?
I think
Wyoming. What is that? Is that a country?
Yeah, definitely a state. I haven't learned that since the second grade, but
Where's Wyoming?
it's irrelevant.
It's like Oregon, near Oregon.
Yeah.
Oregon.
Montana?
I remember the first time I was doing a voiceover, I got hired to do something in Oregon, and I said Oregon. What are you saying, man? And my Pompano Beach? I have a long story. Believe me. We'll tell that some other time.
right.
Anyway, she's raised in Wyoming with a long stint in Texas. Wait a minute. Texas is far from Wyoming, isn't it? Is that a state?
Yeah.
I've heard of Texas.
Biggest
before,
state.
I think. Mm-hmm. No, Alaska's the biggest state.
No,
She's
Florida's
been,
the
not that
biggest
I know anything.
Okay.
She's been calling Brooklyn. Whoa. Wait. Wyoming, Texas. How do you go to Brooklyn from Texas and Wyoming?
That's a change in
That's a culture shock right there. She's been calling Brooklyn home for the last 8 years.
Oh, there you go.
She's most comfortable telling sad stories through dark, powerful vocals that might lead you to believe she was properly raised on Townes Van Zandt and Bonnie Raitt. That's some dark stuff. Bonnie Raitt, you know Bonnie Raitt?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's sad. She's got some sad music, but a very incredible voice. Her affinity for the Telecaster, that's a guitar, Caitlin.
Gotcha.
You knew that. Is
Yeah.
a good indication that she's not going to tiptoe around anything.
That's true. In June of 2018, she released her EP, Weight of Your Heart, and recorded at Transmitter Park Studios in Brooklyn. Her collaboration with producer
I think it's Ab Seiferth.
Ab Seiferth, alrighty, proved fruitful as they melded. Yeah, some of these words.
Yeah.
As they melded her country background with his guitar and synth
Expertise.
expertise.
College.
Yeah, this is what college teaches you, kiddies. Alrighty, back to it. The writing evokes an aimlessness and navigates the endless pursuit of an American journey. She even throws in a haunting cover of Neil Young's Pocahontas.
Wow, that's heavy. You can find Margo-valiente fronting her band most Thursdays, blowing the roof off Skinny Dennis Bar in Williamsburg in Brooklyn. So here's Margo-valiente, Rich Brotherton, Riley Osborne, Eaton Seekins, Kyle Clayton, Jordan Ellis with Weight of Your Heart by Margo-valiente on IOL.
Feel me somewhere, breathing far from your door. Moments are like days, can't take anymore. Walking alone, together we keep walking alone.
This is your president speaking. Chuck Fresh is a man after my own heart. He's not afraid to grab him by the, well, you know what I mean. I hated his old show, Local Beat Live. The worst, terrible. But this show, Indie Originals Live, it's tremendous, the best. When I'm not golfing or tweeting from the toilet, my senior staffers will find me holed up in a closet listening to Indie Originals Live. And that Felicia, beautiful, tremendous. Listen to Indie Originals Live every week. Or you may be investigated by the FBI. Just kidding. Fake news. Thank you.
Youngstown, Ohio's Northern Whale. Wait, how do you have a whale in Ohio? Is that possible, Caitlin?
Anything's possible.
We have to wait till the glaciers melt.
There you
and
go.
then Ohio's beachfront property.
I actually saw a video about how,
oh, boy.
like, climate change and, like,
It's college, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
What's that? Where's the new coastline
like-
going to be? If I want to buy beachfront property in, say, 2025.
Like, physically, if you think about it, if you, like, have a cup of water and the ice melts, it's not like the cup is going to overfill.
It's kind of the same density,
It's
isn't
like
it?
that same type of concept.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just
So it
wanted
is
to,
what it is what you're saying.
Yeah, just wanted to throw
So
that knowledge
the
out
ocean's
there.
not going to come up?
No. Well, yeah.
What
From
about the temperature difference in the water and the salinity difference and all that
It would
fresh water?
vaporize, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Wouldn't,
I think it'll
as
change
like
the pH of the ocean, won't it?
Probably.
And it'll change the temperature of the ocean.
Yeah, but
What's that going to do to the ecosystem?
well, one failure of one part of the ecosystem is going to fail the other parts.
College, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm telling
College
you.
for one. I'm going to go back to school.
You
Good
should.
Lord. So Youngtowns, Ohio, no ocean there, but Northern Whale, great band, has been on a roll since their inception back in 2008 when they had an average age of just 13. How old were you in 2008? It's math.
I think I was 11.
There you go. They shared the stage with several famous acts like St. Vincent, Ludacris, Young the Giant, Taking Back Sunday, Bully, Spoon, Rachel Platten, and Vespertine. Northern Whale's musical style has evolved with diverse instrumentation and thought-provoking lyrics that can strike a chord on any average music fan's heartstrings. So we're going to try this with Caitlin, too.
All right,
We're going to
let's
see
do
if
it.
they strike a chord on your heartstrings.
I can feel it.
The most successful release by the band so far was called Deep, and it garnered about 200,000 plays on Spotify and continues to serve as a crowd favorite during their live set. Sushi by the band, released in June 2017, has started to take off quickly. Their latest full-length album, Until I'm Found, is a project a few years in the making. It was meticulously crafted and sounds well beyond the band's years. Jake Capizzuto, Brandon Fisher, Scott Davis, Selena DuPonte, Mike Mitchum. They are Northern Whale. This song is called Strange. And this is...
I-O-L.
Get it, girl!
Let's get it.
I can tell you're unfulfilled. See it in the way you walk. I can tell you miss the thrill. Got used to being lost. And lately I've been feeling frozen too. Maybe you can make me warmer. I'm usually not outspoken. Do you mind if I explore your strengths? Open up your mind, spill it out on the floor. I wanna get inside and I wanna explore your strengths. Open up your mind, spill it out on the floor. I wanna get inside and I wanna explore your strengths. I'm trying to work on opening myself. Yeah. If you wanna taste my dopamine, you're welcome to come in. I know I'm pretty, but there's peace inside, just like the mind's warrior. And heaven knows what we will find. I just thought I should warn you. Strange.
This is Jones. You may have heard me on a documentary talking about Earth, or perhaps you've witnessed my masterful impersonation of Darth Vader. I wholeheartedly recommend this radio broadcast, Indie Originals. I honestly don't know much about Chuck Fresh, but what I can tell you, the force is strong with this one.
Alrighty, coming up next, we have Left in the Rain by the Bad Verbs. It's like we're on, what's that called?
Like the electric company, Sesame Street?
Yeah.
You're a bad verb. I'd like to know how they came up with that name.
Alrighty,
I'm
yeah.
going to put you on that. You're from college, right? You're
Yeah.
college?
Mhm.
And these people are where? Tallahassee?
Yeah, they are.
Wait, do you get along with
FSU?
FSU people?
UCF's climbing up there, and FSU isn't really doing it.
I know, they're kind of
We just won't talk about that, though. Alrighty, but back to the Bad Verbs. They're an indie pop trio hailing from, like we said, Tallahassee, Florida. With a wistfully wailing front woman, they blend modern synth sounds with danceable beats while keeping true to their southern rock roots. That's pretty popular
That's
right
right.
now.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, definitely. Creating a vibe that is super awesome. Like I said, their sophomore EP showcases the evolution of their music journey and invites you to join them in enduring life challenges with a positive outlook and put on a happy face.
Go ahead.
Heidi May, Craig Beasley, Heath Flower are the Bad Verbs. The song is Left in the Rain, and this is IOL. Let's get it.
I wish you could health and happiness, a life with no regret. Look around and smell the rain and feel the wind. Hold on and chase a dream. Hold on to everything. You doubt it's in you, but I swear it's okay. You won't be left in the rain. It's okay. You won't be left in the rain. Try to enjoy yourself. Make the most of it. Breathe it in and take note of every breath. When you can reach the sky, dream like a little child. You doubt it's in you, but I swear it's okay. You won't be left in the rain. It's okay. You won't be left in the rain. Someday soon I know you'll see. It's okay. You won't be left in the Everything has a time and place. Every day is always changing. Tomorrow is gone. The storm is past. We know there's no chance of rain. It's okay. You won't be left in the rain. It's okay. You won't be left in the rain. Someday soon I know you'll see. It's okay. You won't be left in the rain without me.
And that was Left in the Rain by the Bad Verbs. Digging the verbs.
You found it. The hottest source for all new original music you haven't heard anywhere else. This is Indie Originals Live, IOL, with your host, Chuck Fresh. We'll be back with more killer tunes right after these short words.
So, Felicia, how was your week?
Oh, my week was long and crazy. My day job's driving me nuts.
You should get rid of that thing. Day jobs are overrated.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I got to tell you, this Arbonne 30 Days of Healthy Living thing is giving me a significant boost in my energy levels.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
No weird side effects?
No weird side effects at all. We're finishing week 3 tomorrow. And I got to tell you, I'm not going to lie. I've dropped at least 8 pounds, if not a little bit more. And
Wow.
I've gone down 2 inches in my waist, and I dropped a whole size in my clothes.
You're actually wearing things you haven't worn in years, you told me.
True that.
That's pretty cool, right?
It is pretty cool. So I'm enjoying it, actually. And I'm excited to finish next week. We've done a good job keeping on point with the whole thing. So how are you feeling?
This is 3 weeks, right? You
we
pretty
finished-
much had no food in the house. This is what's going on here?
Not true. We've just been eating clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been awful. Just organic foods. We actually get a treat. We had organic chicken,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
With some crazy seasonings on it. Make it really hot so you can't even tell you're eating bland chicken.
No, not bad. Not bad
It
at all.
wasn't bad at all. And brown rice, I think, is included.
It is. And I made you a special soup earlier.
That's right. And I think I can eat hard-boiled organic eggs, right?
You can have those for snacks during the day,
Yeah, that's been
actually.
helping me out. That and pistachio nuts really been keeping me going.
It's good.
Now, this cleaning we're doing this week, what's this all about?
The cleanse,
Yeah.
it's a 7-day cleanse. You drink this lemonade tasting 32-ounce bottle of Yummy every day for 7 days.
Yummy.
And it's supposed to be part of the cleanse process.
It's not actually that awful. It's a little strange tasting initially, but after that, it's kind of, you get used to it.
I haven't had any significant side effects on it myself.
No, I haven't either.
So.
There's a whole list of them, too, that you could potentially get, but I think some of them were nausea and
no.
cramping. I got nothing at all.
Nothing at all here either.
So, I'm sure it's very, very rare, but it probably happens. You just need to be aware of that, too. But, how about your, I know we want to talk about this on the radio, but how about your bowel movements? Any significant change there?
No change at all. Everything's going well.
So you're not chained to a toilet?
I am not, as you alluded to earlier.
We made all that up. That's not really what happened. But, well, that's good that I dropped 8 pounds myself.
Awesome.
It's strange that we're parallel in our weight loss.
It is. It's interesting.
That's a
isn't it?
little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think there's a plateau?
I think there is. I think there have been a couple of days where I've maintained the exact same weight from the next day. Okay, I do cheat. I'm not supposed to weigh myself every day, but I kind of do check on the scale every day. You're supposed to weigh yourself once a week. But,
I'm sure most people do.
Yeah.
So do you think there's a total plateau? Like some people say that 15 pounds is the magic number.
I don't
people
know.
kind of
I think everybody's different.
level out there and then nothing else happens?
Possibly.
Unless you make an extreme change in lifestyle.
Possibly. I don't know. I might stick with this for a little bit longer since I got a cruise planned the last week of November.
Oh, yeah.
So I might hang with it just a little bit longer.
We do have a cruise channel on YouTube.
We do?
It's called Cruise Reviews.
Awesome. I bet Tim Cooks is out there doing a little bit of cruise interviews and stuff.
Tim Cooks is out of his mind. You need to check him out, too. We'll link him up on our Facebook page, too.
Awesome.
So, anything else going on this week? Nothing strange or...
No, nothing strange.
No, nothing making you feel like you want to change your life or anything?
No, not me personally, but you've been looking a little bit tired lately. Everything doing okay?
Well, it's just weird. I get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm all kind of flipped around.
That's a little
Back
crazy.
in the day, I used to come in at 3, 4 in the morning, and now I'm getting up at 2, so it's weird. So I've been teaching Chinese children English, believe it or not, through this VIP kid program. So I basically sit in my laptop in my skivvies. I open up my webcam and boom, I'm teaching English straight through to kids in China till about 10 in the morning.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That seems a little too good to be true.
I actually get paid for it too.
Tell me more.
Which is interesting. I thought it was a scam too. First time I saw it. I think I saw a Facebook ad for it, and I thought if something looks too good to be true, it usually is. So I proceed with caution. That's what I do. And I did a few classes to see if they paid me. And there it was at the beginning of the next month.
All right. What kind of money are you talking about
It's
here?
actually not bad. It's more than you're going to be making at your retail store. You know what I mean? If you're looking for holiday money, I made over $4,000 last month.
Holy crap. That's some bank right there.
It's actually tons of fun, really. The kids are great.
That's awesome. You get to do this all from working from home.
Working from home. That's right. Yeah.
Wow. I want that gig. Are they still hiring?
Yeah. All you need really is a college degree in like anything, art, music, gym. And there's really no teaching certificate required, which I thought was interesting when I got hired. But they do ask if you have some experience working with young children, so you know how to act around 5, 6, 7-year-olds, I mean, you could have been an in-home music teacher, a soccer coach, a youth group counselor, a daycare employee, whatever. I used to teach computer programming to small kids in a summer camp program. So that's where I got my experience over 8 years. So the only thing that's really mandatory is that college degree. And what's really cool is they provide all the materials, and their new app's rock solid, man. It's real easy to use. You can use a PC, Mac, or even an iPad. It's stupid easy, Felicia. Lessons are about 25 minutes each, and when you get rolling, you can stack 20 in a row if you want. They pay about, I guess that's about $10 a class, so it works out to about $20 an hour. So they're like 25-minute sessions, and you can make up to like $200 a day if you're out of your mind like I am, and you can be done by 9 a.m. Eastern, and then you have the whole day to yourself. Do whatever you want to do.
Well, that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm watching a couple of your videos here, and it looks like you're actually just video chatting with these kids in China, like they're in their homes and stuff. I bet you've probably seen some strange things. What's the weirdest thing you've seen?
Well, number one, a lot of people think that everybody in China walks around with chopsticks and a kimono. No, kimono is Japanese.
Yes, that's true.
And not everybody uses chopsticks. They actually use forks and spoons in China, too. So I've seen a lot of things. It's really been an educational thing. You really have no idea how people live on the other side of the earth.
That's true.
We're so kind of enclosed in our own little society here in the way we do things. But the weirdest thing, I guess you could say they're a little more liberal in their discipline. Like this morning, I saw this mom whack her kid with a fly swatter. We just like, boom, when he was misbehaving. And I tried not to giggle, but I couldn't help it. And it was really well. Their bathroom habits are a little different in other parts of the world. So it's not uncommon to teach a kid while he or she is piddling on the potty, right? And then sometimes, like in the middle of this 25-minute class, they'll just bring a portable potty in the middle of a lesson and just let him do his business. You know what I mean? They don't miss a beat. They still repeat, and they're still doing their lessons. It's not, you can't see anything, but obviously you can hear it,
Sure.
So you know what's going on there. It's kind of weird. It's off camera, but it's. So, yeah, that's kind of the weirdest thing. I'm just this potty break in the middle of class. I would never have imagined that.
All right, that part's a little strange, but everything else sounds pretty awesome. Well, maybe except the 2 a.m. thing. Yeah. But it sounds like you could honestly, if you had the stamina for it, you could do the 2 a.m. get up thing and then do your actual day job, and you could make some serious bank at this.
You actually could, and that's what I'm doing. I do all my stuff after that at like 9 in the morning, because that's actually my most productive time. I get the least interruptions in the morning.
That's cool.
That's been working out real well. And if you're the band type, like an indie musician, and you're just rolling in at 2 in the morning,
that's true.
You don't have to start at 2. You can start at 3. You can actually pick your times. It's flexible hours. You pick when you want to work in the schedule yourself. So I know some people are paying for their upcoming production time with these things, for movies and CDs and all that fun stuff.
How booked are you? Do you have a full schedule, or are you kind of sporadic here and there?
I've built up quite a following. I'm one of the more popular teachers on the platform.
That's cool.
I've been doing it for almost a year, and I've got really good reviews. And I'm, you know me, I'm pretty energetic and kind of crazy with the kids.
You're like performing every day, aren't you?
Yeah, that's kind of exactly what I'm doing. It's like a radio show every 25 minutes. Is really what it is, a morning show, and I go all kinds of crazy antics and costumes and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty booked solid. If I can open up a slot, it'll book in a couple of minutes.
That's pretty awesome. This sounds great. Well, where can we find out more information?
Well, it's called VIP Kid, and I'll post the link. I do get a little bit of a kickback if you book through my referral link, so I'll post that on our Facebook page and our website.
Very cool.
VIP Kid. So that's why I'm looking a little funky today, but, normally it's not bad. You get used to the schedule. It's not bad at all. So we'll check it out. Check it out on our Facebook page under Indie Originals, and also at indieoriginals.com.
From Central Florida, it's Indie Originals Live with your hosts, Felicia, and Fresh. Tonight's musical guests, a bunch of incredibly talented indie artists you may not have heard of before, but who will most likely be tomorrow's biggest stars. Originals. Replay.
Every week we do a replay segment. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the show.
Love this. So the artists from the prior week that we get the most requests, or this is kind of a weird, strange algorithm. We get requests, and the stuff that we love the best from the previous week, we play again the week following.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you can get played not once, but twice on Indie Original Live.
Woohoo!
Pretty sweet, right?
That's very cool. All right, so this week I've picked somebody here, and she's a multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter. Her name is Maggie-Baugh, and she's a young, highly energetic, Nashville-based music sensation. At age 18, Maggie-Baugh has already taken country music by storm. Her latest single, Catch Me, can be heard on Disney Radio, and the official music video can be seen on CMT TV.
What?
Maggie-Baugh has shared the stage and performed with country music legends Terry McBride and Marty Raybon, and has shared the bill with Randy Houser, Jake Owen, Parmalee, and Lee Brice.
Wow.
Maggie has been invited by Live Nation to perform at the Tortuga Music Festival, and this is why. Check out Catch Me by Maggie-Baugh on IOL.
The way this state line looks in my rear view, this highway reminds me of you. This empty seat beside me keeps calling out your name, and the way the taillights keep on shining on that life I left behind me. Every mile, every sign is reminding me why I ain't turning around this time. If you miss me already, ready, steal the keys to Daddy's car, baby, come and get me. Slower, but there's no way I'm pulling over, 'cause these wheels, they started rolling and they ain't ever gonna stop. I gas it up, hit the road, got a long way to go, baby, burn the black top. If you miss me already, ready, steal the keys to your daddy's car, baby, come and get me, get me. I'm just out here chasing stars. I have come this far, and my gypsy heart will show you where I am. So catch me if you can. And catch me if you can. Oh, I'm not trying to hide. I'm out here in the wide open. If you miss me already, ready. Baby, come and get me, get me. If you miss me already, ready, steal the keys to your daddy's car, baby, come and get me. I'm just out here chasing stars. I have come this far, and my gypsy heart will show you where I am. Well, I have come this far, and my gypsy heart will show you where I am. So catch me if you can. And catch me if you can. If you can. If you can.
This is Freeman, and I wanted to make sure that you tell everyone you know that they should be listening to this radio program. Indie Originals Live is the finest radio program in the history of radio. and I know these things. I've been around a long time. I'm about 120 years old. That's a true story. Look, when I was at the height of my movie career, Chuck Fresh was already picking the best music in the world. I have a lot of faith in this guy, and you should too. This is Indie Originals Live, featuring Chuck Fresh and Felicia.
Grace Elizabeth Lee is my choice for my IOL playback this week for our replay. She's a 19-year-old singer-songwriter from Detroit, Michigan. Lee began singing toward the end of middle school after winning something called Rochester Idol, a local singing competition. From there, she took vocal lessons, and she endlessly wrote songs. In 2016, she released her first EP called Darling. She describes that EP as an indie thing fitting under the umbrella of kind of commercial pop with a whimsical sound filled with catchy melodies. Now 19 and living in Nashville, she's studying songwriting and social entrepreneurship at Belmont University. She considers Leanne LaHavas, Ingrid Michaelson, and jazz singers Ella Fitzgerald and Billie Holiday as her musical influences. There were some heavy-duty hitters. With these inspirational artists and elements in mind, she integrates old jazz standards and colorful imagery into her songs. It's really, really cool to listen to. Lee is the first in her family to pursue music, and she says they're supporting her as she navigates through the unfamiliar waters of the industry. She very much believes in go big or go home. If she's going to pursue music, she wants to pursue it fully. I mean, it's hard. You have to know people. You have to be kind of schooled on how this crazy music industry works. It's a hard industry to break into, and sometimes you feel like you can only get so far before you plateau, but it sounds like Grace is pretty far from her own plateau. Once again, my replay of the week, Golden Hair by Grace Elizabeth Lee, here on IOL.
If we awoke one day both millionaires, gold-plated combs combing our golden hairs, would you be happy just to hold me? Would I still be your girl? As we sail our yacht across the great expanse, the ocean slowly makes our bodies dance. Would you still look at me with wanting? Would I still be your world? Oh, I won't let you down. Whatever life may bring, baby, whatever fortune found. Oh, I won't let you down. Whatever song we sing, baby, whatever be our sound. If we were born into a worth of time, but we were beggars begging side by side, would you be glad enough to know me? Would you still take my hand? And we could save enough to buy a sheep and sell its wool to have a bed to sleep. I'd be happy just to know you, just to lay by your side. Oh, I won't let you down. Whatever life may bring, baby, whatever fortune found. Oh, I won't let you down. Whatever song we sing, baby, whatever be our sound. Oh, I won't let you down. Whatever life may bring, baby, whatever fortune found. Oh, I won't let you down. Whatever song we sing, baby, whatever be our sound. Whatever be our sound. Whatever be our sound. Whatever be your sound.
This is IOL.
When I taste tequila. Okay.
Can I use that?
Alrighty, We Made It Out by Houston Bernard Band. Born in Oklahoma, Houston Bernard is a direct descent of famous gunfighter George Bittercreek Newcomb. Haven't heard about that in an English class in a hot minute. A member of the infamous Wild Bunch and a most wanted man in the 1890s.
There's a movie there, Caitlin.
Oh.
There could be. It hasn't been made.
Yeah.
I think we're going to make it.
You think we should? Yeah. Okay.
George Bittercreep Newcomb.
George.
Even sounds mean, doesn't it?
George Bittercreek Newcomb. All right.
Oh, Lord.
More recently, though, Houston's father and uncle, for whom he's named, played in a country's band with stars like Tanya Tucker
Why
and...
is she Tanya and all the other people are Tanya?
You know,
Why does she get to be different?
it's a part of the song.
Who does Tanya Tucker think she is?
I was just about to say that.
Exactly. All right.
Alrighty, but we have played with country bands with stars like Tanya Tucker
Thank you.
and Sleepy LaBeef.
Wait, Sleepy LaBeef. Hey, Felicia. Over there in the toilet. She's still in the toilet.
Still
This
over there with
cleanout's
that
really
cleanse.
cleaning her up.
What?
Who is Sleepy LaBeef?
Never heard of him.
Okay.
All right, well, okay. Alrighty, but
Going right along.
Going right along. The constant touring that had these two men, known around for those parts as the Rebel Brothers, regularly crossing paths and swapping stories with the likes of Elvis Presley, Merle Haggard, Kiss, and Willie Nelson in the 1970s.
Wow, that's hot.
Bringing
Hey,
it back.
Hey, Caitlin, can you read the rest of this in a country accent?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Go
All right. Houston draws musical inspiration from his family's rockabilly. I'm so happy I started doing that. And country roots. The bad boy of Boston country has assembled a group of musicians that bring vitality and grit to country music.
Yo.
Yee doggy. Having shared bills with Jake Owen, Randy Houser, Eli Youngbrand, Old Dominion, Scotty McCreery, he's a little cutie.
How you doing?
How you doing, Scotty McCreery?
Is he over 18?
Yeah,
never mind.
definitely. I think he's in his 20s. Pure Prairie League, 38 special. Darius Rucker, saw him in concert when I was 12. Tim McGraw, Billy Currington, Toby Keith, Brad Paisley, and Rascal Flatts.
Holy
Also saw him in
smokes.
concert with Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
The band is enjoying, I forgot about my accent. The band is enjoying regional success all over New England while gearing up to rock the nation. The Houston Bernard Band has reimagined modern country with a new philosophy. Country music is better raw than fried.
Better raw than fried, right, Felicia?
So we like some raw fried chicken. Alrighty, Houston
Right now,
Bernard.
Felicia ain't thinking about anything right now where she's sitting on that toilet. Goodness.
She got
Felicia, you okay in there?
I'm okay.
Oh, I need to call
Alrighty.
Mr. Plumber.
I'm good.
All right, go
She'll
ahead.
be blumming it.
Sorry.
Alrighty, Houston Bernard, Ben Blanchard, Sam Crawford, Jameson Stewart, and Matt Salvo form the band. The song is We Made Out, and this is
She was sitting there and not much more than a Mexico tan. Blue straw leaning in an empty glass with a book in her hand. Never thought a tiki bar or a fruity drink could get a girl like her to take a chance on a guy like me. Talking till the sun sank in the water. One thing led to another. We made out and I knew right then and there she was the one and I didn't care. Who was watching us kiss, giving us lip. They're still talking about how we made out. Some say love with that kind of start could never last, but here we are. Margaritas in the backyard with little blue straw. A few moves, a few years later, still going strong. We made out and I knew right then and there she was the one and I didn't care. Who was watching us kiss, us live. They're still talking about how we made out. Man, who would ever thought that first drink we got would be the best I ever bought? We made out and I knew right then and there she was the one and I didn't care who was watching us kiss, giving us lip. They're still talking about how we made out. I knew right then and there she was the one and I didn't care who was watching us kiss, giving us lip. They're still talking about how we made out. Yeah, we made out. Yeah, we made out. Yeah. Girl, we made out. Oh yeah, we made out. They're still talking about how we made out. Yeah.
You are tuned to the hottest indie music source in the entire world. This is Indie Originals Live, IOL. With your host, legendary DJ and performance artist, Chuck Fresh. You too can hear your own original music here on IOL. Visit our website for details, indieoriginals.com, or swing by our Facebook page at Indie Originals.
This next band has been described like this. Skittish is folk rock with thorns.
Alrighty.
You get a mental image there, Caitlin?
A little bit.
Yeah. From double albums of literary-infused neo-folk to the latest EP of crunching and pulsing rock. This sounds like the perfect description, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Skittish calls, this is careful, you have to be careful how you say this, Minnesota. Can you say that?
Minnesota.
You can't say Minnesota. You gotta say Minnesota.
It's like Minnesota.
Minnesota home.
Minnesota.
And through all the national tours, South by Southwest successes, charting albums, and nationwide exposure, there has been one permanent member of Skittish, and that is Jeff Noller. Jeff crafts songs that are at times folky, rough, weird, and bitingly sarcastic, right?
Alrighty.
He's written and recorded all Skittish albums. I love the name Skittish.
Kind of makes you want to like skid a little bit, like skittish.
Reminds me of our dog.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Skittish albums in a hand-built studio in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I just like to say that. I'm going to write a song called Minnesota. Jeff has gathered up the best talent the Twin Cities. Talk about Skittish. The Twin Cities have to offer, including Brianna Tagg, Jeremy Kruth, and Lazarus Oh my God. This name. Lazarus Ulysses Clearwater.
Reminds me of,
That's a band name right there.
Ulysses S. Grant.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lazarus. Lazarus Ulysses Clearwater. It's like Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet
It kind of rains like that, right?
Alabama.
Cliches aside, all you need...
Lazarus.
You know, nearly 10,000 people are going to hear that. I'm just saying. All you need to know about Skittish comes from its fan reviews. Skittish is just great music. And after you hear this song, Shaky Truce, you too will agree. Here's Skittish. The artist is Skittish. The song is called Shaky Truce on IOL.
Tangled up in the day job, safe net. Able to like it to be driven just before bed. To change or rearrange it. Rob a bank or write a movie. Let's plan our great escape. Let's fly some DNA. The rest of my life starts tomorrow. With life been so good. Working with what I had. Now I've earned myself a little bit of beauty. Free fighting for a piece of sanity. Damn, it hurts, but man, it's worth it. I made a shaky truce with a part of me I never wanted to. 'Cause good mornings come from a boring night. Life been so good, working with what I had. Now I've earned myself a little bit of better. Tell me who you care for, bleed for. Tell me who you're gonna live and die for. One beer, I'm gold, one pole, I'm brilliant. One more snort and I could be a president. Well, I've been so good, working with what I had. Now I've earned myself a little bit of better.
You are tuned to the hottest indie music source in the entire world. This is Indie Originals Live. With your host, legendary DJ and performance artist, Chuck Fresh.
This is a mess.
Sweet home Alabama, Lazarus. Alrighty, up next we have Bluff by The Frontier. The Frontier is a polished indie pop project emerging from DC area that combines mainstream rock and indie flavors to make a unique sound of its own. Formed in 2016, the band has already hooked the likes of producer Austin Bello of Forever the Sickest Kids. Together,
Wait a minute. Who's Forever the Sickest Kids? Do you know
college students.
that? Are they?
Yeah. No,
Really?
I actually don't know.
That was really good
I was just
improv
kind of
there. That's what
referencing-
kind of working on it. That's kind of a cool name. Forever the Sickest Kids. I dig that.
Like bringing it back to the old good times
That's what I'm
every
talking
century. All right. Anyway, together they have released 2 EPs along with 2 singles and amassed fans from all over the world just from digital releases alone. That is crazy.
You can
Just
do
from
that
digital.
now, right?
Yeah,
you used to
definitely
not
can.
be able to do that 10 years ago.
No, definitely a time
New world.
change. Alrighty, their songs have been featured on MTV and NPR. Man, we used to listen to NPR all day.
I made you listen to NPR,
Yep.
didn't you? It was terrible.
Fresh
wasn't
did.
it?
He made me
Yeah.
listen to it, and we learned
You know
lots
what?
of
I
things.
have to say publicly, and the NPR should never ever touch music. They have the worst music show. in
They
the world.
really do.
Actually, our show has eclipsed theirs, and that's why they shouldn't do music. NPR, stick to news
Stick
and
to the
journalism and
facts.
stories and Fresh Air by Terry Gross, but stay away from music.
Anyway, so they clearly picked a good song since they were featured on NPR. So that
Okay,
was
all right,
their,
gotta give them props.
You know, gotta give them props on that one.
They hit
finally
one
picked,
once in a while, right?
Every once in a while, they throw a catch out there. Anyway, but expect a lot more music and fun from the Frontier coming soon. So we hope to expect that. But for now, check out Bluff by the Frontier on IOL.
Where you are is not where I've been. I've been here all alone in the night. It's where I hide from all your friends. Cover up all the red in my eyes. Hardly time to figure me out. Hardly time to let this bill slide down. Only space to unravel the world.
it's wrong if I'm not moving on. What you've done is hit and run. Now you're gone like a bullet from a gun. Oh, I need time to figure you out. Only took a minute and there's not much I found. And I need space to pick up your words from the ground. But all I need you to break me down, to throw another stone or keep your tongue in your mouth. But all I need you to calm my bluff, to give me a reason to forget your love. All I need you. All I need break me down, to throw another stone or keep your tongue in your mouth. But all I need you to calm my bluff, to give me a reason to forget your love. All I need you. Oh, yeah. All I need you.
This is IOL.
This next band's name comes from the easternmost star in where?
Orion.
Orion's belt. What? Those college, man, they teach you everything, don't they?
They really do. They really dig it deep with the
Wow,
money.
UCF, huh? Mm-hmm. So what was the easternmost star in Orion's belt called? Alnitak?
Alnitak.
It was called Alnitak.
Yes, you pay lots of money, but you don't learn everything.
But they swapped the middle letters around to form this next band. What's it called?
Altinac.
Altinac, right? Clever, right?
Altinac. I see.
You see what they did there?
The little wordplay.
So clever, right? Formed in 2011 when they were just schoolmates back in, I think these guys are in Great Britain, right?
Looks
Felicia,
like it.
this is the band from,
We're getting
there's
all
the name of a
bump.
town that I couldn't pronounce, so we cut it out. That's a true story, yeah. That's what we do. That's what they do in radio. Anyway, formed in 2011 when they were just kiddos, like middle school, as we call it here. The four members found themselves in the music room of a local youth club, and they just kind of hit it off, right?
That's how it all starts.
Kind of like you did when you were in band. You created that band for a little while. Remember that band, Caitlin?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. What happened to that band?
We broke up.
Oh, man, so sad.
We all graduated.
You had a bunch of indie original songs, didn't you? We should
Yeah.
play some of those on the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your most popular song?
Honestly, they were all just so good.
Can you sing like one line from any one of them? She's like,
Minnesota.
they played small shows. She never had a band.
No.
They played small. They should have, though. Need more saxophone in the world. That's pretty good being on the spot, though. So I give you applause for that. Good job. Yeah, that's right. Kaylee, you should come back to this show.
I really hope to.
Actually, you and Felicia should host this and get
We
me
should
out
rate
of here.
it.
Yeah, just leave me as
we're getting
producer.
the
I'm just
negative.
EP. That's all I want to do.
We're getting
is
the
EP.
negative from Houston.
I really don't need to be a host. These guys played small shows, school competitions, and local events till about 2015 when Altinac was a finalist at the Party at the Palace competition. Apparently that's a big deal over there
Oh, yeah, I've never heard of that.
in Great Britain.
Great Britain.
Today they're all still, I guess, about 18, although they've been together for about 7 years. They're just getting started. Once they hit the stage at the legendary King Tut's Wawa Hut in Glasgow. Is it Glasgow, Felicia? Yeah. I've never been. You've lived in Britain, didn't you, Felicia?
Yep.
Yeah. Felicia's
Cultured.
still on the toilet, ladies and gentlemen. Caitlin, have you ever been to Glasgow?
No, I have not.
I'm going to call it Glasgow.
Do it.
But things got real at King Tut's Wawa Hut. It sounds like a pizza place.
No, it sounds like.
But it's a big deal over there, right?
No, it literally sounds like a pizza place that they put in Wawa, like like the gas station, and they're
Wawa.
like, come to King Tut.
Listen, in Britain, that's a big deal.
Oh,
King
okay, let's
Tut's
not-
Wawa
let's not
Hut. You know what I'm
disregard it.
saying? Things got real. Apparently, they have a staircase where you can see the names of bands who played before you. When you walk up that staircase, you can see Oasis and Coldplay, and things get pretty real. So for Altenac, it hit home, and it kind of made anything seem possible, which is the dream of indie musicians, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the truth.
Preach it.
They got their first dressing room with beer in the fridge at the party at the Palace competition, right?
Oh, yeah.
They're 18, right? I think you can be 18 and drink over
Yeah,
there.
you definitely can.
Yeah, here it's what,
Oh, I think it's
21?
lower, actually. Like,
I think it's
17
France
or
at 15.
16?
I think they raised it in France finally. I'm not sure.
Not quite sure on that one.
It's 21 here in the States for those of you who are wondering. But those lads are pretty stoked to have beer in their fridge, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's check out. This song's called what?
Altenac.
No, the song's called what?
Oh, IDK.
You use this all the time, right? What does
Yeah.
IDK mean?
I don't know. I actually wrote that on an exam one time.
Did you really?
No.
You wrote IDK on an exam?
Yeah.
How'd that work?
I think I got a couple of points for like writing something down. If I'm being honest. I wrote it on my lead paper.
Your lead scholars?
Lead scholars.
Wow, you're heavy duty over there. You're very
we really
involved
try to
in
be.
the UCF
Oh,
community,
yeah.
aren't you? What do you do for lead scholars?
We basically learn about leadership and the different types that comes along with that term. And then we get out into the community around UCF and make an impact because in Orlando, there's a lot of help that's needed.
Yeah.
So we kind of
That's
get
awesome.
out there. Yeah, I'm interested in doing some Hearts for Homeless, which is a great organization.
Great program, man. Thanks for doing that. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
of course.
Yeah, stepping up to the plate here. This is IDK by Altenac on IOL.
Think I've got enough enemies, so please don't give me any more. I bet you thought you saw the last of me, but I'm not walking out that door unless you really want me to. The night is yours for the taking. Guess I'll just leave it up to you. I'm tired of all this hesitating.
are tuned to the hottest indie music source in the entire world. This is Indie Originals Live. With your host, legendary DJ and performance artist, Chuck Fresh.
All right, we've come down to our last song. It's so sad, isn't it, Caitlin?
So sad.
I can't believe Felicia is still on the toilet.
After that whole podcast,
I'll tell you what.
homegirl is still over there.
And we're going to record her part after this, but Felicia has lost. Can you believe how much weight she's lost?
I know. I cannot believe it. I am so proud of her.
She looks phenomenal.
She really does. She's glowing.
She's really not on the toilet. She's doing something much more important than that. But this Arbonne thing, man.
It's
amazing.
kicking it.
Can you tell I look a little slimmer too?
Oh, yeah.
I've lost 8 pounds. You can't even tell, can you?
No, I'm a college student, so all I do is put the oven to 350 and chuck in a pizza.
You don't use an oven, you use a microwave.
No, actually, yeah. I've definitely put a whole pizza in that microwave.
I have too.
Definitely.
Guilty as charged, man. I put everything in the microwave.
Yeah, that's easy.
I don't know how to use an oven. I have to tell you that Felicia left the stove on today, and the whole house smelled like gas. And she had candles on. That was neat. So we're lucky to be here right now.
Yes, I really liked waking up at 4 a.m. with the fire alarm going off.
What? That had
was
nothing
bizarre.
to do with the gas on.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what
It was like
went off twice.
I feel like it was like, some element telling us that something bad was going to happen with gas earlier
Maybe
in that
it was
day.
a premonition, right? Maybe there are spirits here, right?
Listen, we need to do some Ouija board stuff on this podcast. I am telling you, that will boost it.
Do you own a Ouija board?
No, I do not. I'm deathly afraid of it.
You know you can't throw those away?
No, you can't, and you can't do it by yourself. Or like you'll get.
You can throw them away, but you
can't. No, you have to leave it where you used it. So the spirits.
You know those are built in a Chinese factory by a company called Milton Bradley, right?
Yes.
And
I watch a lot of YouTube.
Okay. She does. She sure does. Hey, I want to thank you for coming in and sitting in for the lovely Felicia, who's indisposed right now.
Yes.
Sort of. She's not really been on the toilet.
She's not. She hasn't been.
But Caitlin, you're an awesome host. Will you come back and co-host with us?
I will most definitely.
I'd love for you and Felicia to do a show. Will you do IOL 9 next Saturday?
Yes, I will be here.
That would be awesome. That would be really cool if you and Felicia co-host the show.
I think we'd be a dynamic duo.
And so I got to get out of here. I got things to do. All right, let's kick into our last song. Do you know anything about the Czech Republic, Caitlin?
All I know is that we played a song in the 7th grade that was relevant to the Czech Republic.
What was it called? Do you remember?
I'm honestly not sure. It was a really long name, and none of us could say it, but it was a really cool song.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
It was written there, so we.
Well, that's for. See, you got a little bit of culture in that band thing, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Anyway, the Czech Republic in Central Europe, for those of you who don't know, is a country known for its ornate castles, native beers, long history, and of course, this next band, Holburn-Stereo. Holburn-Stereo is an indie rock band formed in early 2018, so they're fairly new. Their group consists of, and I'm going to totally trash these names, so I apologize in advance to Holburn-Stereo. I'm an American. You can understand we only speak one language over here.
That's
true. Si tu quieres. No, I speak a little bit of Spanish, but that doesn't count. The group consists of Philip Prahl on vocals and guitar, Hansa Novotny on vocals and bass, and Martin Mata Walter, and it's got all kinds of things on the A and the T here, so I'm not sure how that's pronounced. So my parents were Latvian. So they're Slavic. Their language is similar to this, but they never taught us kids their language. It was just kind of rude. They kept it as their secret. They used to talk about us like that behind our backs. It was really cool. The band plays its own music with lyrics in English. So apparently they speak English, but we don't speak Czech. Should the whole world speak Czech, in your opinion?
Yeah.
We should, shouldn't we? We should speak every language.
I think I should spend more money at college to learn it.
I couldn't find much information on these guys because they're kind of new and their stuff's written in Czech, but I can sum it up with the only Czech word that I know, Caitlin. Dobre.
Dobre.
And Felicia knows this word. What does that mean?
Good.
It means good, right? Dobre. We say, I know how to talk to a dog fluently in Ukrainian.
There you go.
That's true. It's a true story.
Oh, very true. I can vouch for that.
So the song is Dobre. Here's She Talks Too Much. Before we go, I want to thank all you, our listeners, and our subscribers, and our commenters, and our sharers. The most important thing you do is share the show, right? Mm-hmm. To the indie community, whether you're in college, whether you're old, like Felicia. Anybody, share the show and listen to it and tell all your friends about it because it's the most awesome show on the radio. Is this music not kick butt, the stuff you've heard so far?
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is stuff that besides that rap music that they call music, I always hear like people around campus listening to stuff like this. Like you always see people with guitars, they like jamming to stuff like this all the time.
So make sure you turn your friends in.
Yes.
Turn your friends onto this show, into your original.
Oh, I have.
And thank you to everybody else who's listening and promoted us to one of the top 10 podcasts on iTunes. So thank you. We applaud you, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all about you guys.
So let's get out of here with here's She Talks Too Much by Holburn-Stereo on I-O-L.
This is IOL.